Alright, Shalom. Before I start, let me give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakach Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all the elect Akim, Wa'akwa, learning, teaching, and truth and sincerity under the video through the Spirit. Your brother Malak from GMS Detroit. This one right here, y'all. Hey, I'm pretty sure some of y'all have seen this first clip I'm gonna play. This one, the Israelite woman is not allowed to deal with a heathen man. All right, in our custom and in our culture, Israelite women who choose to lay down and have relations and offspring with non-Israelite males, with heathens, that is a shame unto you. And those children that are produced are heathen. All right, obviously, men who are not Israelite foreigners, right? You'll have men who, I'll take a guy, famous example, that motherfucker Caleb Plant, right? He looks like a white boy, he's married to a black woman, but most likely, he's a nigga, right? Everything he do is nigga. We're not speaking about the Israelite foreigner brothers. We're speaking about actual heathen, actual Edomites, actual Ishmaelite, right? The Israelite woman is only supposed to be with the Israelite man, Negro, Latino, Native American man, so-called today. Anything outside of that is a shame and a abomination. And we can see that sentiment in Scripture. And that's why in today's world, you have this thing going on, zaddy and swirling. The black woman in America, to spite the black man, they will oftentimes enter into relationships with so-called white men as a status check, right? It is not the same as when an Israelite man enters a relationship with a non-Israelite woman. When an Israelite man impregnates a non-Israelite woman, that is still an Israelite. When an Israelite woman gets impregnated by a non-Israelite man, that is a heathen child. So let me start with this first clip. When I see you. And it's playing music. I'm gonna turn it off. Hey, this shit funny, y'all. And it be just like that. Hey, for you brothers that's in the know, hey, when you out and about, you have you a little heathen thing with you, right? And what you see? You look over and you see Keisha with her white man, and it's this little meme, this skit couldn't be no more accurate. You looking over like, what the fuck? The Edomite, he looking at you all nervous, or the heathen, and you mugging his shit, and you got Keisha trying to pretend like she not seeing what's going on. Bitch, you see what's going on, cause you know you wrong. And the little heathen chick you be with, she's completely oblivious. The only one that's completely oblivious is the chick that you're with. She's oblivious. You mugging. The Edomite male is scared of you, and Keisha trying to pretend like she's oblivious. All right, but this is real life. Like literally, y'all. This couldn't be any more accurate. For you brothers that know, you fucking know, right? Now, why is it like this? Well, let's get this story out of Genesis, y'all. Jake, I don't play behind mine. Well, it is understood, y'all. It is a shame for an Israelite woman to find herself with a heathen man. And there's handfuls of examples of that in our history. Let's start with Genesis 34:1. It says, "And Dinah, the daughter of Leah, which she bare unto Jacob, went out to see the daughters of the land. And when Shechem, the son of Hamor, the Hivite, prince of the country, saw her, he took her and lay with her, and defiled her. And his soul clave unto Dinah, the daughter of Jacob. And he loved the damsel, and spake kindly unto the damsel. And Shechem spake unto his father Hamor, saying, Get me this damsel to wife." So we have this man who is a Hamite prince. He saw Dinah out and about, like she wasn't supposed to be. She out and about. That's why women ain't supposed to be rolling around just out in public on some dumb shit. And she got snatched up. Now, he didn't beat on her. He didn't abuse her. But he defiled. He laid with her. He had sex with her. Why is it defiled? Because he is not of the sons of God. it is out of order for the sons of men, the heathen, to lay with the daughters of God, if you will. I'll phrase it like that, the daughters of Zion. And so who immediately took offense? Verse 7, it says, and the sons of Jacob came out of the field when they heard it, and the men were grieved, and they were very wroth, because he had wrought folly in Israel in lying with Jacob's daughter, which thing ought not to be done. Sisters, it ought not to be done. End of discussion. Book of Genesis, nigga. It ought not to be done. So many of our Israelite women who have fled to try to escape the curses, to try to make a so-called better life for themselves, to go lay down with the man who fucking whipped the skin off your ancestors' back, who fucking tortured you for scientific experiments, to go lay down with him so you can try to achieve a higher status. You're an absolute jackal, and you're going to be destroyed. A complete abomination. A complete abomination. And now, this is the natural world. We all live in it, right? Anybody can be with anybody, but does that mean you should do it? No. So sisters, you didn't. No, I don't care if motherfucking. I'm trying to think of a rich Edomite who's clearly an Edomite, without argument. Okay, let's take. I'm trying to think of a famous Edomite with zero swag. Edomite male. Let's do this, right? Okay, you know what? Actually, no. I'm gonna do this, right? I'm gonna do this. Whether you believe he's an Israelite foreigner or not, fuck it, right? Take Chris Hemsworth, right? Big, tall, in shape, muscled up, money having hunk of a man, right? Sisters, if Chris Hemsworth showed up at your door talking about I want to take you to my wife, you supposed to tell him no. You're supposed to tell him no, as it appears to be, right? He's not an Israelite, and we not, just without argument, we're not arguing if whether he's Israelite foreigner or not. I'm just using him as an example. If some big, so-called stud hunk white boy shows up at the door with money in hand, Ferrari outside, the Israelite woman, whether you be Negra, a Nigra, a Latina, because you fucking spick bitches love the white man, you ought to be fucking ashamed of yourselves. A Native American woman, because y'all be running to him too, and he didn't took all your land. You supposed to tell him no. It ought not be done. And that's why, later on down, the two brothers, Simeon and Levi, they wouldn't have chopped that, they wouldn't have killed every man in that town. Let me get another example. The famous example with Esther, right? Our dear sister Esther. She was taken to be a queen by way of, let me get additions to Esther, yep. She was taken by Ahasuerus, and she didn't have any choice in the matter. But when you come to additions to Esther, there's a particular verse, it lets you know her mindset concerning this marriage. Although she was made queen, although she was given extensive wealth, right, luxury, you can imagine, right, she's the queen of the fucking ruler of the world at that point. She would have had luxury items, money, the best of food, the best of garments. Did she value these things? No. Additions to Esther 14 and 15. Thou knowest all things, O Lord. Thou knowest that I hate the glory of the unrighteous and abhor. She abhors the bed of the uncircumcised and of all the heathen. This is in her prayer, y'all. She says, Lord, you know truly in my heart, I don't like this position. I don't like the fact that I'm wedded to a heathen, whom he very well, could have been physically uncircumcised, all right, also spiritually uncircumcised. They're not following the law, statutes, and commandments, right? She was forced to live a lifestyle that she didn't like, but it was for the salvation of Israel. We know that, right? She ended up making plea to Ahasuerus, which turned to our salvation. That's the only reason why this marriage occurred. Verse 16, it says, Thou knowest my necessity, For I abhor the sign of my high estate, which is upon mine head in the days wherein I show myself, and that I abhor it as a minstrel's rag, and that I wear it not when I am private by myself. So she said, Lord, I have to put all this bullshit on when I'm called forth, and after that I go back and I hate it. It doesn't mean nothing to me. I treat it like a period cloth. You Israelite woman, you ain't supposed to be trying to run to the heathen man to escape the curses, to live a luxurious life. You're supposed to abhor him and his lifestyle. You're supposed to cling unto the Israelite lifestyle. So if that means you have to be with your Israelite man who may be making less money compared to potential heathen suitors you could have, that's what you're supposed to do. And that's what a righteous woman is going to do. Fuck a bitch talking about, nigga. Run into the white man. It's not the same as an Israelite man. We're dominators. You get dominated. We are allowed to deal with women of other nationalities. It's a completely different psychology behind it. It's an honor for a man to take another nationality's woman and claim it. It's a shame when another man comes and takes one of your women. That's just how the cookie fucking crumbles. All right, hey, you have, you're dealing with the Herodias situation, right? Philip and Archelaus and them. You have that wicked Israelite woman who had John the Baptist's head cut off. Right? She was matter of fact, she was a coon. An Israelite woman got John the Baptist's head cut off. She was playing the whore to Esau, Edom. The ones that was rolling over us in that time. Let me get that real quick, and I got another clip. And that's why a lot of times, y'all, the Heavenly Father, he be letting them white boys kill you black bitches. You want to go run to, you want to swirl the zaddy. You love you some zaddy. And then zaddy bust your fucking melon out. And then what? Matthew 14. Let's start at verse 3, right? This is giving the story of how John the Baptist died. Matthew was behind a black bitch, a coon swirling black bitch. How about that? Matthew 14:3, it says, For Herod had laid hold on John and bound him and put him in prison for Herodias' sake. So the bitch named Herodias, she was an Israelite woman. It says his brother Philip's wife. All right? So for you had two of the Herodian brothers, 2 out of the 3. You had Archelaus, you had Philip, and you had Antipas, right? One of them was fucking on Philip's wife. And so what did John do? Matthew 14:4. For John said unto him, It is not lawful for thee to have her. And when he would have put him to death, he feared the multitude, because they counted him as a prophet. But when Herod's birthday was kept, the daughter of Herodias, danced before them and pleased Herod. Whereupon he promised with an oath to give her whatsoever he would ask. And she, being before instructed of her mother, said, Give me John the Baptist's head in a charger. So Herodias sent her daughter, her probably chocolate covered half, or I'll say probably caramel covered daughter, who was actually Edomite, sent her in to get John the Baptist beheaded after pleasing the men she danced before, right? So and in real life, y'all, the Israelite black, Negro, Latino, Native American women who typically lay down and become wife to a heathen man, they love seeing the men of their nation suffer, whether it be death, hemmed up legally. They love seeing your falter because they're fucking evil. And Yahweh Bashem Yahushai got something for every single one of them hoes. All right, let me get one more clip. All right, let me play this clip. Hey, the Heavenly Father be letting some of you fucking NBs get chalked up.
Don't have standards for zaddy. They got standards for black men, but they don't have none. None of that astronomical, super duper expectations, crazy stuff. They don't have that for zaddy. They have it for you, black men. You gotta jump through hoops. See, black women will tell black men that I'm not gonna settle. So her standards are non-negotiable. They go completely out the window when a white man come along. What standards? He could be anybody. He could be a bum. He can do anything. He can be anything. He can be nothing. and she'll go for it. She'll go for it. She'll pick me for him.
So she's describing how, you know, the black woman will have all these standards for your black ass, but none for the so-called white man. And you're seeing in the background, y'all, famous cases of white men murdering their black female counterpart, which is something that they do. They don't love you. We be trying to, man, if you so-called sisters, if y'all actually, you know, you have the righteous sisters that's going to be safe, right? If the shoe fits, wear it, don't get offended. But if our Israelite woman actually listened to the Israelite man in general, things wouldn't be so bad. We tell you that we don't like weave. We love your natural hair. What do you do? Nah. We tell you, you know, stop. The government isn't. They're not giving you these programs because they want you to be fed and took care of. It's a division of the family done on purpose. Nigga, you hating. You know, they're going to these colleges. You hear this? You have the highest debt, you know, in the world. And these degrees, they're not inviting you because they want you to become educated. You're just getting yourself in more debt. Nigga, you just uneducated. If y'all actually listen to us, maybe you wouldn't be getting fucking chopped down and cannibalized by these dudes. But you don't listen to us.
That's why she got all them standards. You're not a man to begin with to the modern hyena. You are a slave to them. Remember, they overseers that identify with Zaddy. So you're a slave. So
how could you even pose for a picture like that? And same thing for niggas, right? Because you have certain coon niggas, they'll do some. I saw one thing recently. It was a nigga. He's with two white bitches. You know, when you know how to basically be a coon, so the parents will like you. You know, you niggas be doing the same shit too. But you Israelite woman, by default, you have to debase yourself to attract the heathen man. As an Israelite man, when we're exalted and on a level, that's when we actually, you know, attract non-Israelite women, if you will, right? It's just not the fucking same, man. And y'all know that deep down, and you know you're wrong. That's why all of you be looking crazy when we walk past you when you holding the devil's hand.
You as black men gotta prove that you can come out of slave status to get to her level or above. Ain't that right, hyenas? Black men gotta prove that he can get out of slave status to be on your level or above. But the reality is, in your mind, the only one above you is master. And black men will never be William Cartwright. Black men gotta spend a ton of money. They gotta be fine. He got to be fine. Okay? Not a little cute. He got to be so fine that you somewhere about to jump out your drawers. But he gotta be entertaining. He gotta be funny. He gotta be charming. He gotta be this. He gotta be that. He gotta take care of your kids, or at least feed them on the first date. If you got, 2-3 kids, you expect him to take you on an expensive date, and you expect him to pay for food to go so you can feed your kids and your mama that's at the house.
And that was your girl, Crimson Cure. She's a Muslim, but she be doing a good video. She be exposing, she calls them hyenas. She be exposing the nigga woman, saying, how they're hypocrites and full of shit, breaking this shit down. And she's trying to encourage the black woman to get in order and get up under the so-called black man, Israelite man in general, Negro, Latino, Native American, right? That's really all I had. It's, this clip speaks volumes. And all you brothers, y'all know this is real, and you can't make this shit up, right? Keisha you mugging, you looking, which after a while, you being some years in this truth, you really don't give a fuck. We not just mugging down every single body looking for a fight, but you understand what I'm saying. When you see it, it catches your eye. And if you say it don't, you lying. Or Israelite men, it's one of the ways that we're wired. When we see one of our women, especially one of the beautiful ones, with a heathen man, you immediately perk up. You like, what the fuck? Bitch, we already know what the game is. You trying to escape the curses. Hey, so let me do this. So we're going to end out on this. And it's not the same. You're not us. We can do what you can't do. Like it or not. Like it or not. Let me end with this. Let me hit this turnaround now. Let me hit this turnaround. Downtown in the turnaround. Let me end with this. Fucking cunts. I'm sorry, y'all. Proverbs 11:21. It says, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. So although you join hands with them, you're not gonna go unpunished. You're gonna find yourselves destroyed. Israelite woman that wanna league up and link up with the heathen, you're gonna get yourself fucking washed. Another one, Isaiah 13:14-15. It says, and it shall be as a chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee every one into his own land. When Jacob's trouble fully pops off, it's gonna go back to racial divisions. And see, the thing about being a man, y'all, when you're an Israelite, a man, you read in the law, right? It tells you, if you found a damsel that you liked, right, you could take her. A heathen woman that you liked in the wars, you could take her. She'd have to shave her head, mourn her parents for a month, then you can go into her. A man can take a woman of another nationality and force her to live his lifestyle, if you will. A woman can't do that. You can try to seduce the man into your lifestyle, but you can't physically force him. Men are stronger than you. So you Israelite women who have joined up to so-called white men, when these racial divisions are in full swing, what do you think he's gonna do to you? When he link up with his clan buddies and them, what y'all think? Oh, just don't touch her, y'all. That's my wife. What they gonna do to you? Verse 15 is what they gonna do to you. And everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. When this racial division reaches its complete full-blown mode, everybody's gonna be going to their people, and those caught up in the middle is gonna get tore apart. The coon, even the male coons, right? Niggas that they Edomite homies they just love and don't want to give up. Everybody's gonna get fucking shredded, especially you Israelite women, as we just saw in those clips. Them white boys is killing you now, and society is still functioning. What the fuck do you think's gonna do when Jacob's trouble is full blown? Hey, come on. So that's it. Let me give all praises. Hold on. This shit is grade A hilarious. I'm gonna give full praise. I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachakurash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all the elect Akim, Wa Aqua, learning, teaching, and truth and sincerity. Shalom.